Okay, the headlines. Let's start with positive points. We have Rob Report talking about Rolls-Royce flying a Boeing 747 jumbo jet using 100% sustainable aviation fuel. And this was made from waste materials such as cooking oil, animal fats used in restaurants. So instead of flooding landfills, this particular waste was turned into sustainable jet fuel, reducing carbon dioxide emissions by up to 80%. More positive news, talking about the Oxford English Dictionary. The Independent is saying that global heating and eco-anxiety are among the new terms added to the dictionary, as well as climate denier and climate septic. Then the BBC is talking about climate change and the environmental disasters we have almost fixed. Yeah, just by coming together in the world, they fixed a number of crises. And the first one is leaded petrol, almost a thing of the past. They talk about acid rain, where countries also came together and dealt with an international problem. And I quote, if you don't price pollution, people will pollute. And we've learned that for sure. Also, the hole in the ozone layer, global problem, but industry, scientists, policymakers came together and solved it. So next week, we have COP26 in Glasgow, UK. Industry, scientists, policymakers once again come together. It is the 2021 London Rivers Week. So Thames21, they work with the communities to get involved in river conservation, cleaning up parts of the river. And they have teamed up with the annual Osun River Ritual organizers. I went there last Sunday and it was called the Honoring Mama Osun Thames River Cleanup and Ritual Offering.
Yeah, we do events. We're trying to do more cultural events by the river. So celebrating how people value the river, exploring how different people can come together on the river. So this is a pilot activity, I guess. It's something that we haven't done previously, but we do cleanups all the time. But we're just inviting communities to come along now as well, local communities along the tidal Thames, to see how different people value rivers. So it's the first time that we've collaborated with this group. So it's quite exciting.
As you open the way, we bring your favorite food.
So Thames21, they launched a manifesto urging river groups to unite ahead of COP26, and they urging these groups to establish international collaborations in order to put pressure on governments to take global action on rivers as a priority so they can better absorb the impacts of climate change.
Yeah, so we've recently released our manifesto, and in it our CEO, Debbie Leach, has emphasised the importance of rivers being crucial in our fight against the climate emergency. This is because, sea levels are rising, sea levels will be rising, river levels will be rising in London, and we need to prevent floods from happening. So rivers are crucial in helping us to prevent floods, and also rivers will be crucial in our fight against droughts. So it's really important that we protect our rivers and protect them for the future.
So, everything impacts our environment. So we want to do our bit, even, and let local people know that they can do their bit. Even if it's a small amount, it can go a long way.
During the pandemic, I was furloughed from my job and then made redundant, and beach cleaning kind of just became something I did, and just it made me feel like I had something to do, and it gave me a bit of time out from the sort of chaos of the pandemic and the anxiety sort of looming around us.
At the moment we're picking up lots of wet wipes. It's really disgusting. Not many people realise that it's just poo, pee and paper that needs to go down the loo and not wet wipes.
I think it's really important for the climate, for the environment, how we can, all contribute and bringing different people together on the platform.
Cotton wool bud stick for your ears, and I just use bits of plastic like that, colourful bottle caps, and I put them onto the cards, and they're kind of a way of, obviously they're once they're clean they look quite pretty, but also it's a way of, like, if you receive one of the cards you might think about plastic and where it ends up, and your own habits, and I hope that they just might a little seed of change in someone.
So we've emphasised that just poo, pee and paper go down the loo.
That's a good one.